We've gone on Weep Nitty Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. Welcome to everybody who is live with us in the chat, including Alan Christianos, Irma Jones Anderson, Fitz19, Incredible Dog, Volcanicus, William Wilkinson, Bossman, PB Chew, Altabot Phil, Jet Louie, Outcast 2017, and I've seen a few other people in here. And familiar, some new. Welcome back. For those of you who've been here supporting all along, welcome to if it's your first time. We do record Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube if you happen to be watching the replay. And yeah, so we're going to talk about the event that's coming up. I got some crystals to crack from this last weekend's event, and then we'll just kind of hang out and talk, see where the conversation takes us. Welcome, Taylor417 and Oktar, a couple of our channel members. If you'd also like to help support the channel like those guys, you can hit the join button in below the video or on the channel, and we'd appreciate the support. How about we go ahead and get started with the news? This weekend's event is called Close Encounters. Kind of following along with the, what was it, Visitors from Outer Space. Now we've got Close Encounters, so we've definitely got some kind of a theme going here for this saga. And yeah, should be interesting. Gather your alliance to take part in this weekend's event to win up to, here's the big one, all 3-star bots to complete the Volcanicus or Predaking combiner for your squad. And the good news is, it's very achievable to do that. In addition, you could also get up to 20,000 premium shards, 4,000 3-star shards, 2,500 4-star shards, 100,000 spark and combiner spark, 6 gold, and 1 G-metal power core chips, and up to 50 Kremzik boosts. Very cool. It starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. It's one big prize board, and there's super XP throughout this event. In fact, throughout the entire saga. So pretty much for all the rest of September, it's going to be super XP on the weekend. So this is the time to be playing your events and going and getting your bots leveled. To participate, you have to be headquarters level 4, so you can join an alliance. Hit the yellow event button, pick your zone, pick your battle, collect your points, collect your prizes. The event battle zones are the standard battle zones. And here's a summary of the prizes. As you can see, you only got to get to 75,000 points as an alliance, and then everybody will have collected all 5 of the crystals for the Volcanicus and Predaking crystal. If you don't have any of them at 3-star, by the time you hit 75,000 and you crack those crystals, you will have all 5 of them, and you will be able to form your 3-star Volcanicus and Predaking. If you happen to have those bots, you will get duplicates, and I believe you get a certain amount of combiner spark as a consolation prize, or basically as a replacement prize, because you already have the bots, so you don't need them. So you get combiner spark instead to help you level up your Predaking or Volcanicus or whatever other combiner you want to. So definitely good. They did this for Superion and Devastator a while back, and now we've moved on to these guys. I think they did it for Optimus, Maximus, and Bruticus maybe also. By 105,000 points, that's the just one shot. You get 105,000 points. You're going to get all 2,500 4-star shards, which is good enough for a whole 4-star crystal. And then the rest of the prizes are given out a little bit over the course of the event. And the points you see there are the totals that you need to get to collect all of the prizes. Outcast, thank you for supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. Appreciate it. And take a look at your emojis, because there are some custom emojis there that you can go and use now. The Dupe City emoji will probably come in handy when we get to the cracking the crystals. So yeah, you can pretty much get a little bit of all of these prizes, no matter how well you do, except for the G-Metal Power Core. You got to complete the event at 500,000. There's a lot of alliances that could do that, but there's quite a few that don't, and that's okay. Do the best you can and get what you can. Definitely, you guys want to try to get to that 75,000 to complete those combiners. They did announce the next 2 combat bots that are going to be coming to the game. First one up for the Autobots is Shieldron. And there he is. Looks very similar to Sound Barrier. I don't happen to have shield drawn because he came packaged with an Optimus Prime figure, which I didn't need. So I didn't get shield drawn, or as I like to call him, Gold Barrier, because he's basically Sound Barrier, but in gold. Really, toy was more yellow, but we'll call him gold is more flattering, so we'll call him Gold Barrier. But Shieldron is pretty fearless, prone to jump in at the deep end without much thought to his own safety. And he is very durable and resistant to injury, equipped with thick armor plating and vibro defenses that transmit an attacker's kinetic energy back at them. Very interesting. Let's see what his counterpart is. His counterpart is Fangtron. That's a little hard to say, I don't know why. But I do happen to have this guy. He came packaged with the Netflix spoiler pack Nemesis Prime. He is a recolor of Slitherfang, who incidentally I don't have Slitherfang, so I'm glad they came with this guy first. So there he is. Fangtron's a little hard to say, so we'll call this guy Red Snake, because why not? Fangtron is a slippery customer, both in a physical and psychological sense. He's vicious and always ready for a fight, but the venom he drips is sometimes more insidious, attacking a foe's self-esteem. He can repel most conventional attacks. Okay, so these guys are the road pieces, also used as shields. So definitely we're going to be seeing some kind of a shielding effect based on their bios. It sounds like it's probably going to be some kind of a reflect ability somewhere in there. So yeah, pretty interesting. One thing to note, I did see some people asking, does he just kind of like slide along? Yeah, I don't know if it's coming up there. Here, how about we go big? He actually has treads molded in on the toy, so he just kind of drives along on the treads there. So that's why he's kind of in that position there. So, Red Alert, you got a Slitherfang? Oh, cool, man. I'll need to find some time to make my way over there. And maybe we can work out a trade or something. Cool. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Next up, monthly gift was today. This is the first newsletter of the month. So if you got the newsletter, you've probably already claimed the gift. It's what they've usually been doing. This seems like the standard gift, at least for now. Silver XP Core, 5,000 Premium Shards, 10,000 Spark, and Combiner Spark, and Combat Spark. If you haven't gotten the newsletter and you want the link, come on over to my Discord channel, and the link is in the description of the video. And I keep trying this, but it doesn't ever seem to work. Putting the link in the in the chat. I need to fix that at some point. So yeah, and then go over to the Loot Links channel, and there's the link for the Discord on the screen there. So if you just kind of screenshot that, copy it down, and punch it into your browser window, probably easier to go to YouTube and click the link. Whichever you want, come on over there, check out the Loot Links channel. Anytime we get a community type of link, we post it in there for everybody to use. But while you're over there, go ahead and head over to the giveaways channel and click on the emoji there to enter our weekly giveaway for an Engineer Hoist Secret Stash, where you can win up to 10,000 of any of those different types of resources. One only though, so it's up to 10,000 Premium Shards, or Spark, or Combiner Spark, or Combat Spark. Fun times all around. It's a completely random giveaway. Just got to click the link, and when the giveaway is done, the bot randomly draws, and we pick the winners, and I send them to you. So good times, good times. And that's basically it for the news. So if you happen to be watching this somewhere other than YouTube, that's my channel, youtube.com/EngineerHoist. Pretty easy, makes sense. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EngineerHoist for infrequent behind-the-scenes content. And that brings us back around to the title slide, which means we're done with the news. See, JK Prime, another one of our members, joined the chat. Welcome. Let's see. Just looking at what kind of questions you had. Fitz asked how many points for Volcanicus. I'm sorry if you must have been sleeping when I covered that. It was 75,000. I'm just kidding. I see those answered. Thank you guys for helping them out. Okay, yeah. Now you're coming in with the troll that Hot Rod killed Prime. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna ignore you from this point on. Outcast, that's why I couldn't find you on Twitch. Yeah, I left Twitch and came back over to YouTube. It was too much trying to keep up the two social medias, the two channels, and didn't really see the benefit of being both places. So I figured, hey, let's come on back home to YouTube. This is where most people are. You know, most of the people that were watching on YouTube or Twitch already came from here. So came back to YouTube, and Twitch is just going to kind of sit there for, you know, until I decide to use it again. No plans, but never rule out the possibility, you know. So Quentin Hager, another channel member, again, thank you, welcome. Really need like 3 million combiner shards. Don't we all need that combiner spark? Oh yes, indeed. JK Prime, yes indeed, there will be some crystal openings from last weekend. Let's see. William Wilkinson, so if we have Volcanicus already, it will be Dupe City for if you already have the combiner. Well, if you already have all of the 3 stars, it is possible to get the combiner without having all of the 3 stars if you get a 4-star version instead. So if you are missing one of the 3 stars in that in one of those two, either the Dinobots or the Predacons, you will get whichever one you're missing, and then it will be resources after that, additional combiner spark. So alright, so how about we go ahead and start with some crystal cracking, and actually we're going to do it on the iPad first, on the Decepticon account first. We got pretty much the same. Oh, before we go and start cracking, remember last week you get the Humble Beginnings achievement, so that allows you to get all of the 1-star crystals. So we'll make sure we go and collect that, and so that gives us all of these wonderful 1-star crystals. So make sure you collect that because they're very important. Getting all of the 1 stars. All right, yeah, it's a little crazy, but anyway, let's keep we'll keep it going, and pretty sure we'll be getting new Autobots because the opposite faction. So I definitely have the slipstream already. Oh, really? It's gotta slide all the way to the end. Woohoo! 1-star air raid, everybody's favorite bot. Can't do all the good stuff first. You gotta keep everybody in suspense. All right, we got a 1-star hotspot. All right, we don't have Dupe City going on right now. We're getting all new bots, Woohoo! Power glide. Pyro Magna. Taylor says going con first. I had a boy will convert you sooner or later. But as it turns out, we're actually opening mostly Autobot crystals as it turns out anyway. That's funny. And there's Skydive. Yeah, this would be Storm Clash. Oh, I remember getting 1-star Storm Clash in the very early days of the game, getting all excited about getting Storm Clash for the 1-star. Yeah, I was all bragging about it. Then he maxed out at 20, and yeah, then I was very disappointed. I think we're beginning Dupe City now because we're into the Decepticons. We've got the Tantrum. Alright, so we're just getting through these. I actually had this for the other account too, and I don't think I need to put you guys through 2 rounds of this, so we'll skip it and I'll open them on my own time later. I mean, unless you really want me to. But we'll get there in a few minutes. We'll finish out the crystals on this one. Yes, we're in Dupe City now. Yeah, I still haven't gotten the opposite faction joiner. That's a good point, Jed Louie. I haven't gotten the opposite faction joiner on either of my accounts yet. Hey, there's another new bot. It's Firefly. And this one actually is the 2-star C.O.M.B.A.T, which I realize I never actually claimed using the shards. So we've got C.O.M.B.A.T here. So we got a little bit of an improvement. We've got a new 2-star instead of all just 1-stars, and a Decepticon to boot. Alright, and then from here, let's see, I think this is going to be the XP core from the monthly gift. And the rest of the stuff is going to be guesses. How do I do this War for Cybertron core? See who we get this time. That looks like, what, Dirge? Thrust. Okay. Thanks for the super chat there, Grind Time. I really appreciate you making jazz dance there. Go buy some bots you'll actually use. Oh yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of over the whole War for Cybertron cores and the bots looking dirty. I actually, you know, unequipped them from all of my bots, at least on my Autobot account. It was cool when they first came out, but I'm over it, you know. And these are the premium combat chips from last weekend's event. I wasn't able to finish it all. Kind of a busy weekend, but I did what I could. And yeah, Dupe City as you might expect. Let's see, JK Prime's asking, is Elita 1 and Afterbreaker good for the Outpost? I'd say Elita 1's pretty good. Afterbreaker, not so much to put in an Outpost. I like popping Outposts with them, especially Combiner Outposts. I was cracking up the one time I actually sent him in there and Devastator popped out. You know how he drives in the circle or whatever, and Devastator was just running around in the circle chasing him. I was rolling on the floor laughing. Not quite literally, but pretty close. So we got a gold Ray boosters. Not sure if I need that, but I'll check. G-Metal. Ooh, that's the explosive shells? I prefer the high velocity, but that being G-Metal, that might be worth it. So I'm not sure. I think I've got just silver cores on my cannons right now. So that might be worth putting in there. And we've got a nice gold Rejuvenate. That's a good core. I like pulling the Rejuvenates. Okay, so how about we crack open these Decepticon Premium Crystals? Ninja Master, give me the question again. I didn't quite catch that. And then I'll try to catch it and answer it for you. Incredible Dog was saying Prime was never good for an outpost. The biggest reason why you see Optimus Prime in people's outposts is because he tends to be the most powerful bot for people early on. So who do you put in the outpost? You put your strongest bot. That's why Optimus Prime or Megatron ends up in there. But as you start getting more bots with more specialized abilities that are better for outposts, that's where you should start thinking about taking out Optimus Prime and replacing them with somebody who's a little bit better suited for the outpost. Even if they don't quite match the overall bot power. There's Flame War. Trigger Happy. Barricade. 3-star there. Ram Jet. Oh no, Dirge. Oh, the Space Bridge fooled me. If they gave them the proper wings, it would have been easier to tell. Skull Cruncher. I think that's Hiss Soundwave. Yeah. Barney Meigs. Oh, Dirtbag? What a crazy name for a bot. Nothing real crazy for the power cores there. But I think we probably do have enough for an additional 3-star crystal. Indeed we do. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And let's see, Ninja Master Builder, I'm getting back to your question. Could you please battle with Predaking of Volcanicus because of the weekend event and show the power in the Combiner Lab? Well, I cannot battle with Predaking because he is currently upgrading right now. If I'd have known that he was going to be the focus of this weekend's event, I wouldn't have put him in the lab a few days ago. So I can't do that. When we get over to the Autobot account, we'll spin up Volcanicus and go do a battle. Volcanicus is a 4-star anyway, whereas Predaking is 3-star, so you get a better idea of his abilities. JK Prime, you feel disappointed when you get a G-Metal Death Pulse. Boy, you would really hate my Decepticon account, because I swear my G-Metal cores, they're like all Death Pulses and Tacticians. I have no idea why that has been, why I'm being punished that way. But I'm not really ignoring you, Fitz. Alright, 4-star crystal. Let's see. Who do we get? Do we get anybody? Or we're getting somebody, but is it new or is it a duplicate? Probably a duplicate, so let's go see. Oh my goodness, we're getting a new 4-star Decepticon. And it is Gnaw. Ooh, I do like this guy. I do like him at 4-star. This is a very good pull. I'm very happy about this. Alright, settle down, Gnaw. Very cool. Yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. Alright, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, so you want to see Predaking. I'll show you Predaking, but like I said, we can't battle with him. Because still got almost 4 days to go till he's out of the lab, and I'm not spending 2,188 coins to break him out of there. But there he is right now. He's level 8. He's on his way to level 9. And yeah, so that's where he is, and you can see the stats there. I'm missing Dive Bomb and Tantrum to get him to 4-star. So alright, cool. Let me switch over to, there's the Autobot account. Let me switch the sound. Okay, very jarring change in music indicates that it actually worked. Can I coin it? No way. that 2,000 coins is a lot of, is actually quite a bit of real life money, and no, I'm pretty confident in saying that I have never coined a combiner research. Definitely did it on the test account, because coins are really not an issue there, because it's all just for testing and for demonstration purposes. But on my real account, where I spend real money, no. I don't think I've ever coined a building slot, except maybe for a tutorial where they give you, you know, it costs 5 coins to skip. Here's 5 coins, go skip it. Okay, fine. I don't remember if they did that, but may have. Excuse me. I have coined bot cooldown, bot research quite a bit. Kind of depends on how excited I am about the bot, whether I coin the research or not. Lately I haven't been, because again, coins cost real money to get, and I've had to cut down my spending quite a bit. Yeah, I know I need to get a bot in the research lab, don't I? It's usually about the energon, and this is my first time playing since the weekend. Like I said, I've been busy, So haven't had a chance to earn the Energon and get in there. I did actually just get a bot out of there. I can't remember which one. Okay, so my War for Cybertron core that's going to collect dust is Double Dealer. Alright, so we've got 2 premium combat chips. Got a Spoil Sport. And Fire Drive. Ooh, name escaped me for a minute there. It would have come to me eventually, but it was easier just to read the name since it popped up faster than I could remember. Okay, gold chips. Taylor just needs Combiner Spark. Got a couple of 4 stars sitting at 19 waiting to be put in. Yeah. I've got a fair amount of Combiner Sparks. I went a long time not actually upgrading my Combiners much. But I've been trying to focus on them. My Combiner research has been pretty full for the last few weeks. Yeah, I've got Computron, I think, now at 14, maybe 15. So he's basically been researching ever since I got him. Ooh, I do like the Enhanced Ordnance. I do like that. Alright, let's crack these premium crystals. These premium dupe crystals. The chance of dupes is far more likely on this account, obviously, because I've got quite a few more bots on this account. Because I never stopped playing this one. The Decepticon account I stopped playing for about 2 years or so. But this one I never stopped. So. Well, look at all you people having to write out Dupe City, write out Dupe City. Imagine if you only hit that join button, then you would be able to taunt me with the actual Dupe City emojis. Shameless self-promotion there. Shameless self-promotion. Alright, we'll go X10 for this one. Skylinks? Yeah, see, like Grind Time did there. Grind Time heard the call and delivered. That's okay, Incredible Dog. I'm just playing. It's certainly not required. I appreciate the thought, though. Who's in my outpost? Oh, I don't know. That might be sensitive information. Might make my base easier to beat. I'm just kidding. I get beat all the time. I'll do that. I'll share that. Okay, who do we get? Okay, we pulled a 3-star red alert for a little bit of an extra bonus. They're not just all 2-star dupes. And nothing extra special from the power cores either. Alright, so we got 2 3-star crystals to crack. These are both duplicates. They're guaranteed duplicates. I have all of the 3 stars in the game for the Autobot side. These are just going, hoping for a chance at a good core, and if nothing else, 4-star shards and Spark. And we got a 6-gun. Very cool. And just some more food for those cores. And a 4-star crystal. Okay, so we got pretty lucky last time and got the Ultra Magnus. Maybe not last time, but pretty recently. We actually got Ultra Magnus. I don't expect to be this lucky this time, but let's just find out now. Now we got a duplicate. Sludge. Okay, that's cool. That's 5-star shard. That's Combiner Spark. And Trithelium Plating. I do use those on my warriors, but I got plenty of them, so it's not really super exciting. What iPhone do I have? I think I have the 11. So, let's see. Ninja Master Builder, last weekend managed to get a 4-star Rook and Inferno. Nice. Rook is great. Inferno, I like Inferno too. Yeah, oh yeah, I got Ultra Magnus. I've got him down here. He's I think I got him to 40, but need to get some. That's not him. He's down. Yeah, he's still needing some research. But I just got him to 40 over the weekend. I got Rhinox over here over to 40 as well. So yeah, finally got that Ultra Magnus. Alright, so what were we wanting to look here? I know you guys are wanting to see the combiners. Okay, so we'll go look at this. So Defensor is level 16. Yeah, I've got it conveniently blocked by my camera here, but he is level 16. Computron is 15. Volcanicus is 14. And you know, I was just about to put him and start leveling him today, then I realized, oh no, you know what? We got Volcanicus and Predaking coming this weekend, so I better not do Volcanicus before the stream. So I was aware and made sure not to put him in for upgrades. And then we've also got Victorion here at 13, Superion at 11, Optimus Maximus at 10, and Omega Supreme still just a 3-star, maxed at level 10. And let's see. I know we want to do a battle. I'm going to do a battle, but was there something else we were going to do? No, I think this is what I was thinking about. No, somebody asked if I got any new toys this week. Not Transformers. I got some Star Wars Lego, but no Transformers. Alright, so we'll go in here and we'll do some battles. We'll go ahead and activate Volcanicus, because that's what you guys are asking for. So we'll go and we'll do as many battles as we can until Volcanicus runs out. So that's what, 15 minutes? So prepare yourself for 15 minutes of battles with Volcanicus.
Combiner engaged.
And yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Red alert! Yes, I did. I did get the Bad Batch set. It's very cool. It's very cool. I also got the Mandalorian sets. I got the light cruiser, and actually found it was from the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian starship with Bo-Katan and Gar Saxon. I was surprised to find that, and as soon as I saw that on the shelf, I was like, "Oh yes, I'm getting this." So anyway, we're wasting time, but we could talk more. But yes, I was surprised to find the Bad Batch set there. What am I doing here? Okay, so I'm going to. I don't really need to, because Alita 1. Actually, I'm going to drop Alita 1 first and go ahead and bounce her up to the top. Because if I don't, Volcanicus might remove some of the things that I need her to target with. Okay, so we're going to bounce her up there, get her close by, and we'll bounce her right over here again too. And we'll bring in Snapdragon and Smokescreen. We'll bring Snapdragon over here, pop the outposts, just so Volcanicus has something to do. Okay, so now they're popped.
The whirlwind.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and do his extinction here. This is the 4-star ability. And while these guys are right here, we're going to go ahead and set them on fire. And we'll jump over here. More fire on these guys. Scourge is down. Galvatron's not quite down yet. Now he is. Oh, and Volcanicus died at the same time. And we could actually run, oh. I was sending Snapdragon up there, but it didn't even matter because Alita already took care of it. Alright, I see you guys calling me out in the chat or whatever. I'll try to get to you. Just keep in mind, when I'm sitting here doing the battles, I'm not really paying attention to the chat very much. Because I'm trying to, you know, do the stuff with the battles. So what do we got? Ninja Build, just Master Builder, getting some of those Lego sets for the birthday tomorrow. Oh, cool! Yeah, the Light Cruiser is really cool. I was happy to see it had like a Fennec Shand in it. Of course, Moff Gideon too. Incredible Dog, Con account to assemble a Zone 11 team wants you to attack me. Dude, the chances of that happening are infinitesimal. Really small. really small. And let me tell you, I'm not going to assemble a Zone 11. Actually, I think I do have a Zone 11 team. But I wouldn't reassemble one. I would just take in, like, see this team right here is a Zone 13 team? I would just choose Zone 11. and take them at. See, fuck that shit. But actually, that's what I do. Like on these weekend events, when it's flat battle zones, where it's 10 points no matter zone. When I'm running short on time, the way I do get battles in is I basically take the team and whatever's recommended, I go 2 zones below it and then just hit fast forward. That way, you pretty much don't. All you have to do is drop the bots, and they pretty much will take out the base without any worrying about special abilities or pathing or anything like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and drop these guys in here. They could probably take this base by itself, but I'm going to go ahead and soften it with Volcanicus, since that's what we're here for. And Extinction, I always like to go ahead and we'll go ahead and send it over here. I suppose I could have popped the outposts too, but that's okay. We'll jump over here to the missile launcher. That should help take out some the walls a little bit, maybe. We'll go back over here. That should take out that beam laser. We get Brainstorm right there in the middle. See if he, yes, he has a good spread. Oh, that was perfect timing. Perfect timing. We'll send Arcee's decoy over there to pop that outpost. And then we'll, oh, she moved a little too far away from the other one. Oh, we got a missile launcher hiding back over there. That's okay, we can take care of that. Warpath. Zowie! I'm on it! Boom. Not that it mattered because Bumblebee and Skyburst were, and oh, and Night Stalker. They were all at the headquarters and took it out. Oktar is right. If I managed to attack the base on stream, that would be some incredible luck. Fitz, you're saying that last base was your con account? That's crazy. I know I've definitely attacked some people in here before. I think I attacked Bruticus's base once before. And we'll go over here. This is a squad I normally is recommended for 12. We'll actually go up to 13 on this one because I'm bringing a combiner. Let's see if that actually helps out a little bit. Nobody's believing Fitz. Oh, poor guy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop these guys in here. Not my strongest squad, but it's got potential. It's got some use. It has some benefits. We'll go ahead and drop Volcanicus here. A lot of times I get wins from here with this squad is I will bounce Cup to the headquarters and follow with Springer, and if Trax can reach, they'll get supported by Trax. I'm not, but with these outposts here, that would be a difficult task. But we'll bounce jump Volcanicus over here. And of course, with all these beam waves and stuff like that, they've got their headquarters pretty well protected from a solo or even like a double attack like those guys. Send Nosecone over here, let him pop the outpost. I kind of wish Nosecone had a bigger range, because I do kind of like doing that with him. We'll jump Cup up over here. I'm going to drop some track smoke in here. Springer, get up there and help out your buddy. There we go.
Another victory for G.I. Joe.
Thank you, Duke. Nobody asked for your commentary. I usually play with the sound off, so I'm not even usually hearing all of these things like that.
Autobots, roll out.
Alright, here's my favorite squad. This is my favorite squad. It's because Hoist is on it. I'm just kidding, it's not really my favorite squad. I like it though. I do like the layout of the squad. In fact, this squad's actually really close to being able to handle Zone 13 all by itself. This one I think I will actually do on its own briefly until Volcanicus before I drop Volcanicus.
Deploy. Attack.
Alright, so these walls will tend to be a problem. I am going to pop Monkey Prime down here. I always follow with Hoist because he helps speed things up. And in this case, I'll send Tigerhawk up there to try to help these things get taken out. Now what I want to do here is I want to get Monkey Prime, get everybody focused on the defenses again. And if I got Red Alert in range, it doesn't matter, I'm going to drop Volcanicus here.
Now, reap the whirlwind.
You saw I got them just far enough to pop the outposts, and they just got Scourge and a couple of run-of-the-mill Predacons. That's nothing major. I'm not even going to worry about fighting them with Volcanicus.
Abilities ready.
Go ahead and run Snarl up there. Total annihilation. Yeah, red alert comes in handy if you see like Death Source or somebody pop out of the outpost. If you can, you just hit red alert right there. It keeps everybody from getting stunned. Okay, looks like we got one more attack with Volcanicus, and I do have one more squad over here. These guys are zone 12, so you guys are going to get a double dose of Monkey Prime. That was my 5-star, this is my 4-star. These are just kind of like my, you know, like the land of misfit bots. These are just the bots that I have that, I obviously Sentius Magnus I like, Optimus Primal I like, 6-gun and Grapple are pretty good, Blades is awesome, Cliff Jumper, Lightspeed, Ironhide, they just needed a home. Okay, so let's see, what would be good to do here? Let's see, they've got most of their big defenses. They've got one of the lasers, 2 cannons, and a shock tower all under maintenance. Oh, and an outpost under maintenance too, so that actually is a big help. Let's see what we can do.
Roll now! Attack!
We'll send Blades over here. Drop Grapple Sting there. Send 6-guns thing there. I know we still got Volcanicus to do, right? Alright, so we'll go ahead and drop them. But I have Air Razor on, so if you look, you might find Air Razor flying around, because I've got her on Sentius Magnus. So we do the extinction up over there. We'll jump over up here to the headquarters, and then we'll drop some fire. Oh, that is just tearing it up. Oh yeah. It helps that it was weakened by 6-gun and the others. I may not even need to bring the other guys back. Boom! Volcanicus takes it down. I always like beating the headquarters of the Combiner, even if they fall to their death right afterwards. It's still fun beating it with the Combiner. Cool. Alrighty, so that's basically it. Volcanicus is done. You know, the Combiner's inactive now, so there's a taste of what you can get if you don't have them already. Keep in mind that one where he's shooting the fire a long distance, that is the 4-star ability. So if you don't have the 4-star yet, you won't have that, but you will have the other 2 where he can jump and cause some damage and then spray fire right in that area. That's a good combo. Jump to where you want to cause a lot of damage and then spray fire in that area, and jump to another area, spray fire. Even the 3-star can do some really good work or whatever. So yeah, he's still one of my top bots to play with. I still really enjoy playing Volcanicus and Predaking. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the game, unless you guys got any other questions. We'll mention about you know, Fangtron here, Red Snake or whatever. He came with the like I mentioned, he came with the Nemesis Prime. I figured it'd be fun to show off that Nemesis Prime here. It's he was released with like the Earthrise spoiler pack, but it's the Siege Optimus Prime, you know, with his flap there or whatever, but done up in Nemesis Prime colors. So really good looking bot. I was very happy to pick this one up. I did end up getting that Siege, like that Netflix spoiler pack Ultra Magnus, where he's like dirty, because you know he went on sale at Ollie's, and I had a discount on the Ollie's price, so I got him for like $16 or something like that. But honestly, I regret it because he's just taking up space. You know, so I kind of regret it a little bit. And then like the Megatron with the purple Paleotrex was not really. Oh, I remembered what I was going to show. Yes, PB2 nailed it. That's what I was forgetting. We got some good art to show from our Discord server. Let me go and check and make sure we got it working okay. And so first up, PB2. He's our resident Minecraft artist, and sure enough, no sooner do they announce Fangtron in the game, and Fangtron shows up in Minecraft too. Very cool, very cool. There's not a whole lot of paint decoration on here, so I think that yellow spot's probably from the art in the game. It's not on the toy, but it's probably, but they do tend to put a little bit extra embellishments on in the game versus what some of the toys have. So we've got that. Very good. And the other one is very cool. Fan mode. Let me make sure it's working because we changed. Okay. Just make it a little bit making it fit the screen a little bit better. So here's a fan mode of Ractonite and Paleotrex that Super VH did. I will say that a lot of people have been doing the combiners. I even did the combiner with these guys, including Wingfinger. You know, the kind of stands up kind of like a normal bot. I like what he did here, and went with the four-legged variety, kind of with a double head on there. He asked me, what do you think of my creation? I said, it's a monstrosity. And I meant that as a compliment. I hope you took it as a compliment, because I totally meant it as a compliment. I mean, it's really cool that you've got him sitting there. It's like, oh man, well, 3 heads actually up there. Now that I look at it, you've got the 2 dino heads, plus you've got the Paleotrex robot head sitting there in between them. Oh man, that's the stuff of nightmares. Awesome. Well done, well done. So yeah, fun times. Oh, let's see. Let's see, Big Bronze Road say you need to check Ollie's tomorrow. Yeah, looks like the ad. They just got one of those little Cyberverse sets in there, like a Cyberverse Seeker set, whatever. But they might have some stuff left over. What was it, last week or the week before, where they were getting some Siege stuff in. Oh, you want to show the Triptychon too? Okay, yeah, sure. I knew you weren't quite done with that, so I wasn't sure if you wanted to do that. Let me go back and readjust things. Alright, so here we go. So again, in Minecraft here, so we've got Triptychon. We got Triptychon showing up. here, and you've been working on this for a while, and better you than me, man. I wouldn't have the patience to do Fangtron, much less Triptychon. It's pretty impressive seeing all this stuff. So that I think that's the latest one that you have right now, where you've done most of the body and the tail, and you've got the frame for the head there. So, and there's another view of it. He's also got what was the name of the car? Full Tilt on his chest there. So yeah, awesome, man. That's great. That's great stuff. That's great stuff. One and a half weeks worth of progress, it says. Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'll tell you what. When you get done with this, if they don't show this in the newsletter, I'll be amazed. I'll have some words with Dale if he doesn't show off your finished Triptychon in the newsletter. Nice words, of course. Well, let's see. Fitz has got a few things that he'd like to show off here in the in collection photos. Irma, we don't have Metroplex. I don't think, but the PB2's mostly been working on the Decepticon side, so we don't really have a Metroplex to show. So what do we got? So there we go. We've got Unicron. We've got Primus. Clearly, you can see Unicron is jealous of Primus because he's green with envy. Looks like you got a dead Universe Prime, or a dead alternate Universe Prime, or Dead Prime down there, and you got some kind of Starscream, probably the Masterpiece. All taking up space on a shelf that could use a little bit of organization. Very much like my shelves. Yeah, it's not a perfect picture, guys. It's still, you can see what it is. It's nice. He's proud of his stuff and he's sharing it off. It's okay. I will tell you. Here's a little tip. If you want to take some good pictures, it doesn't take a whole lot. First of all, get a nice clear space that's not cluttered with a bunch of other stuff. Not trying to be mean, that's just what it is. Trust me, it's hard for me to find space, but I try to have at least a little bit of space where you can have a figure with nothing just but that figure in the shot, with maybe with the background, and get some good lights. And it doesn't need to be great lights. I mean, the lights that I use here. In fact, I'll show you. If you've been in my Discord, you or been on any of my social media, you've seen the pictures that I share. For example, I'm going to bring up. So here's a picture I took of Fangtron back when I first got him. So I've got the little bit of a background there or whatever. But see how it's just him and nothing else in there. See how it's pretty well lit up. Notice there's two shadows. It's because I have two desk lamps. They were like $20 each at Walmart. Just two LED desk lamps that sit on either side. So like if you're like, I've got a table in front of me and I'm sitting here, I'd have a desk lamp like right here and a desk lamp light like right here, shining on the figure. You turn both of them on, lights it up really nice, and you get in there and you hold the camera steady. Use a tripod if you need to. You take the picture and you get a really nice picture. It's a lot more it's a lot more fun for people to show. Again, not being super critical, just giving tips there. So but yeah, I got those lights. Like I said, they were like $20 each at Walmart, and that was a few years ago. You could probably find them for even cheaper somewhere else. But they're nice adjustable lights. They're like the desk lamp. They've kind of got the you can adjust them up, down a little bit. You can kind of move them out, adjust the head on them to get just the right angle of the light. So yes, it's in the other room. Like you like you know the layout of my house. It's in the other room. Yeah, I know I mentioned the other room before. So it's in the mysterious other room. So, got a lot of clutter. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just clear up. My entire house is cluttered except for this one spot where I take the pictures. So I'm telling you, you get one spot. I mean, it could be like a tray table or something up against the wall where it's nothing on there except the tray table, and you get the shot where it's nothing but the bot on the tray table and the wall, and you got a couple of lights pointing on it. You'll be taking much better photos. So let's see. Looks like a green Jello transformer. Oh, what, that Unicron? Outcast I have 4 4-star combiners and 3 3-star combiners. Hey, you're doing pretty good there. The Onion Curb. Welcome. I'm not sure if I've seen you before. If you've been here and I missed you, sorry about that, but welcome. Got a question. Would you possibly get or back the new HasLab project Star Saber, or actually Victory Saber? You know, I should have probably gotten some slides on that since it just came out. And would I? Yes, I backed it within the first few minutes after it was announced. So yes, I backed that. When people were saying, "Oh, it's going to be a Star Saber thing," because they got tipped off on the Let's Say Go kind of thing, because that's a Star Saber thing to say, which I didn't know that because I haven't watched that show. But people who've seen the show know that. And I was like, well, do I really need to? Because I've got the Masterpiece back there. He's kind of hidden by Unicron right now. And that Masterpiece is pretty good. I like it. I even have a third-party version of Star Saber from Planet X, which is more IDW style. I'm like, do I really need another Star Saber? But then they went and showed it off, and you know, the whole Brain Master and the smaller bot Saber, and then going into the main bot to make Star Saber. That's basically what the Masterpiece does. Does the exact same thing. It's got the Brain Master, it's got the Saber bot, and then it's got the V-Star Jet, makes him Star Saber. Pretty much the same thing. But then they go on and they throw in the Victory Leo, which basically turns into a lion, and then he basically combines and makes him like an extra bot. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. And yes, I'm aware there's a third-party kit you could do that with the Masterpiece, but honestly, it's probably, you know, I'd rather, you know, if I wanted that, I'd have done it already. But anyway, yes, I backed the HasLab Star Saber, totally easy. I wasn't going to, but I watched the reveal and I'm like, golly, click back. And the fact that it was reasonably priced. I know $180 is a little bit hard to swallow, but you know what? It's only a little bit more than a Titan. And if you think about what you're getting basically a deluxe figure and like a Voyager figure and like a leader style figure. You know, the jet, the V-Star Jet, is not a full figure itself because it combines with the other, but it's basically a leader size. You're getting all of that, and it all combines. So is it priced a little bit more than if you were to combine, like, say, a deluxe Voyager and a leader? Is it a little bit more than that? Sure, but it's also kind of a limited edition exclusive, so it's going to be a little bit more. I think it's very reasonably priced, and it's far more affordable than that $600 guy back there. So yeah, definitely back that Victory Saber. Yeah, big guy's blocking everything on that shelf. Well, no, you can see the top shelf right there. It's just blurry. Riddler says, "I'll take the Masterpiece off your hand since you'll have too many." Yeah, no. I really can't because he's serving a very important purpose right now of holding my lollipop bot. Yeah, KFC C.O.M.B.A.T. That's the third party thing I was talking about there. And Fitz, no, I did not combine the X-Transbots Menasor in the other room. I combined the X-Transbots Menasor right here. I kind of pushed Unicron back a little bit, and I combined him right here. And you can't really see him, but he's laying down back behind Unicron right now. Because he won't stand! Incredible dog, thank you. It has been an incredible time. Oh my goodness. Can I make Unicron hold it? I did actually make Unicron hold it. After I first formed it, I actually stood him right in front of Unicron and had Unicron kind of, holding his shoulder, and it held it up. Go back a couple months, you'll find it. So, how much does that Menasort cost? Way too much money. The trailer itself was like $225. I think all told it was like $600. Ugh. I almost regret it just because the combined mode is so floppy, and that's kind of what I was wanting it for. I almost regret getting it. Yeah, I know I can take the Motor Master out, but I mean, then we're into like Carnage and C minor territory, where you've got the combiner and the core bot right next to each other. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in that show, there was a shot in that show where they had Defensor fighting next to Hotspot in the same shot. So, yeah. Flame Toys Victory Saber. Oh yeah, they did do that, didn't they? It's $800 and he can't even stand. Oh. Yeah, I saw that I saw their Star Saber. I think at the last TF Con, they had that Star Saber there at one of the tables. It's pretty amazing. Super VH built the Bumblebee, the Flame Toys, the model kit, the Furai thing. Yeah, cool. I have that. I haven't built it yet. I built that Devastator, the Attack Mode Optimus, and Starscream so far. I've got most of them, except for like recolors. I did get the IDW Optimus Prime and the G1 Optimus Prime, so I still have two other Optimus Primes. I've got Drift, I've got Autobot Megatron to do, I've got Thundercracker to Skywarp to do, the Bumblebee. I don't think I can't remember if there's anything else that's been out there. I have Windblade and Rodimus pre-ordered. So I did enjoy doing them. I mean, it's not something I can do back to back. But talk about building the model kits there, Mr. Creeper. At the moment, we're bouncing around from topic to topic as we tend to do. But at the moment we've been talking about the Furai model kit. So yeah, I've got Bumblebee and a couple Optimus Primes, a couple of Optimi, Optimuses. Yeah. So, if you give me a minute, I'll go get my other two Star Sabers. They're just right back here. So there's the masterpiece there. You can see he's got his lollipop, just like I said. He really liked lollipops, so don't try to take that away from him. But yeah, I was very impressed. And what this guy, totally inspired by Transformers Earth Wars. I had no knowledge or nostalgia or anything to make me want to get this guy. In fact, he came and went and was off the shelves or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need that guy. But then after playing with him in the game and kind of liking his how he works in the game, I was like, man, I could really use a representation of Star Saber. I was just trolling through one of the sites one day, and sure enough, there he was, for sale, new, at roughly the... I think it was a little bit more than it was around originally, but I was like, yeah, it works. So I ordered it, and he showed up, and he's been gracing the shelf ever since. So there he is. We'll set him down here. He can... No, you're not going to do the splits. We'll set him there in front of Unicron. And this is the third-party version of Star Saber. He's called Cadmus. He's based on the IDW representation where Star Saber was actually kind of a jerk. He was a religious fanatic and was not really a great person. But it's very cool. Totally different styling than the Masterpiece, which makes it easy to go ahead and go in on this. This one does not do the whole Brainmaster Saber into Star Saber kind of a deal. He is just his own thing. I can't remember if I think the chest comes off and turns into like a lion or something. But he does not actually do the whole Brainmaster gimmick like the Master thing, like the Masterpiece version does. And he's actually the counterpart to the Deathsaurus I have, Ismenios. It's pretty interesting. I was curious. I looked up the meaning of the names because I like to do that, especially with the Planet X, because they base their names on like old Greek myths and stuff like that. And there's a whole myth where Cadmus was like a Greek hero or something, and he had to fight the Ismenian dragon. So I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. So this guy is Cadmus, spelled differently, and the Deathsaurus, who kind of looks like a dragon, is Ismenios. So that was pretty cool. Super VH is asking, do I think who's Star Saber? Do I think he's worthy of the Matrix? The IDW one, absolutely not. The one from Victory, don't know that guy, so I couldn't say one way or the other. But as far as I know, he's basically like the Optimus Prime of that show. So yeah, probably. Quantron, dude, I only have so much space over here. You want to see Quantron? He's right here. Squint, and it might get clearer for you. Mr. Creeper says Victory Star Saber is absolutely worthy of the Matrix. So there you go. There's your answer. I have no reason to doubt Mr. Creeper. Fun times. You're obsessed with this other room, aren't you, Fitz? So yeah, those are my two Star Sabers, and I got another one coming. Let's see, can I do the... without destroying everything too much? Okay, he dropped his lollipop, but you can take his helmet off, and then you kind of open up a couple of panels on the chest. It's been a very long time since I've done this. And I didn't break it, but I did pop it off. There's got to be some kind of clip or something. All right. Well, I can't quite get him out, but you can see he's there. There's the little Sabers kind of sitting in the big jet, and then his chest opens somehow. You just open up the chest there, and the little Brain Master guy comes down. That's kind of how the HasLab one's going to work. It's going to be a very similar thing. You put the little Brain Master guy in the chest. Let's see if we can get to zoom in on the head. So you put the little Brain Master guy in the chest, and then you put it in, and then his face comes up, and then you end up. Oh no, I didn't. I'm not forcing it out any further. And then you kind of fold him up, and fits into the chest there. And then the head, or the helmet for the Star Saber helmet is, it might pop off and then fit on like this one does, or it might actually kind of just fold over. I'm not sure how they showed it going to work. Like I said, I haven't done anything other than look at this guy in probably 2 years at least. So forgive me for not remembering how he works. But he's back together. And he has his lollipop. So he's happy. So that's the problem. This guy doesn't have his lollipop. That's why he's mad. That's why he's a bad guy, because he didn't get his lollipop. Yeah, I saw the button, Mr. Creeper, and I was pressing it, but it wasn't letting go, and I was just like, yeah. Yeah, I did manage to see the button, but it wasn't letting go, and I didn't feel like messing with it any further, wasting the time on the stream. But I appreciate that. Oh. Yeah, there's a specific way to do everything, and there's only so much that can fit up here ready at a moment's notice, and that was not something that was ready at a moment's notice. I'd have figured it out, but I didn't want to continue to waste time on the stream. So. Optimus Maximus, have a good evening. Oh, that's a good question. Was I nervous or have any doubts when I started YouTube? Yeah. I mean, you're if you're not nervous, or you're doubting yourself at least a little bit, then you're probably not. I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's normal. Well, here's the thing. When I first started YouTube, way back when, even before I started doing games and stuff like that, I was mostly doing reviews. And it took me a while before I actually went and shot my first review and edited it and put it up, because I was nervous and I did doubt myself. I wanted to put out something good. Of course, a lot of people will say, don't worry about it being good, just put something out. But improve a little every time. Put something out, see how it looks. Is it a little dark? Okay, maybe get some better light. Is it a little blurry? Okay, maybe work on your focus a little bit. Maybe work on your edits, or how's the sound? Maybe you should go invest in a microphone, because you can get microphones that work with USB, or even for your camera, or even good microphones for your phone that are pretty inexpensive. that you don't have to spend a whole lot on to make it sound better, or whatever. So, but for me, I wanted it to be pretty good right out of the gate, and because honestly, I wasn't looking. Watching a lot of those, how to do YouTube kind of videos at the time, but I was watching other reviewers, and so I found that some of my first reviews, I was taking a little piece of PR, a little piece of Vangelis, and a little, a dash of Go, and kind of mushing them all together and kind of doing my own review. I wasn't real prolific at it. I only did a little bit here, a little bit there. Didn't get a lot of views at first. And that's normal. Unless you already are known from some other type of a thing. If you're just coming out and starting to do YouTube and you're unknown, you're not going to get a lot of views. So that you have to know that, and you have to be okay with that, and you have to push through it. If you're worried about, hey, I'm not getting views, and then you're going to quit, well, then you're going to quit, because you're not going to get a lot. I also tend to be lazy, for lack of a better word. So I definitely wasn't putting out a lot very quickly. But I did always try to do that. In my mindset, I always was in the same thing. It's like, how can I do something better? How can I improve, or whatever? How can I do something different? And then after a while, I did start getting some subscribers and getting more people viewing, but I was at about a little over 100 subscribers when the game came out. So and that was after about like 2 years. I had a handful of videos. One of them kind of blew up and got like 20,000 views it was like the Angry Birds telepods, Transformers Angry Birds telepods thing. I just hit the right video at the right time and it was like my third video. I got like 20,000 views. I'm like, oh man, I am great at this. But it was a fluke. And I knew it was. I was just kidding. I was kidding myself. I knew I wasn't. I knew it was once just a right place, right video, right time. But up and down kind of a thing. But still didn't really pick up a whole lot of subscribers because I was just doing the same thing everybody else was doing. And then after a while, one of the biggest reason why I wasn't doing videos is because it's like I'm just copying other people, and I don't want to copy other people. And but I couldn't find. It's hard to kind of find a unique way of presenting because anything that you can really think of has been done. So that was hard. It was kind of like a writer's block for me or whatever. But back a little more than 5 years ago, this game came out, and I was like, I tried it. I'm like, hey, this is pretty cool. So I made a video. It's like, hey, here's this Earth Wars game. I was pretty excited about it. I thought it was fun. I actually put a lot of work into that. Yeah, I started off. A lot of people saying it took a while for a face reveal because a lot of my videos I was doing on the game were just gameplay and all that stuff. You didn't have my face in it. But my very first video that I did on Earth Wars, I started with my face out there. So if you go back and watch that first one, I'm sitting there talking about how, it's kind of a Clash of Clans style game, and I don't know if that's really true. But at the time, that's kind of what I thought, or whatever. And I made a little joke. I even had it kind of like there was a notification come up from the top. I'm like, oh, look, the bots are ready. And I pretended like I clicked it, and that's when it went into the gameplay. I was proud of doing that. That was fun, and I'm still proud of it. But anyway, so I did that. That video actually did pretty well. So I was like, let me make a few more. Then I did a video on like the endless power level. That did great. That got tons of views. It was like the #1 video for that on Google even. I'm like, I need to keep doing this. And then shortly after all of that, in one of the Facebook groups I was in, one of the Space-8 people, who's not there anymore, came in and said, hey, any of you YouTube guys interested in working with us to make videos about the game? And I was like, yeah, man, sign me up. And I've been working with them ever since. So with varying levels of closeness, as people come and go, some of them are better about working with us content creators than others or whatever. Dale is fantastic, the best by far. Yeah, and it's it's really, it's one of those things where you try a bunch of things, and when you find something that works, you stick with it, and that's why I stick with it. That's why we're here right now, because this is working. And again, if you go back and watch through all of the videos, it's definitely has a you can see a progression. Like, you know, first time I was starting to do streaming, the camera wasn't very great, the lighting wasn't as good as it was, I had a messy room behind me or whatever, and then I started to clean it up. I started getting better lighting, and then better lighting, better camera, you know, better outlines, whatever the heck you call this, overlay. So yeah, I mean, it's was I nervous? Yeah, but by the time I started doing the Earth Wars stuff, I had already been doing YouTube for a little while, and I'd even already started being on camera for a little while, so it helped that that I did have a little bit of that experience. And honestly, previous jobs that I had, I used to work at Disney, where I actually was in a job that had to do a spiel. So I got on one of the boats. If you've ever been to Epcot and ride the friendship boats, I used to drive those. In fact, I used to be a trainer on those. So I knew all about the friendship boats. So you get on there, you drive. Then as you're driving past all the countries in Epcot, you're on the microphone, you're talking to the people in the boat, telling them about the country. Oh yeah, here's Canada. They've got this restaurant, this show, and all that stuff. So I already had experience being in front of people and talking to them and all that stuff. So that was a big help for being on YouTube, because I already kind of got over those kinds of jitters and stuff like that. Plus I also had a speech class in college, so that kind of helped loosen things up or whatever. So if it's your first time, if you've never done public speaking before, you're going to be even more nervous. I had a little bit of a practice before getting there, so that definitely helped. But overall, it's honestly, every time before I come sit down here, I take a moment to just kind of sit here and think, and I like to get the everything prepared ahead of time. Usually I'm done by the time you see me send out the link. Say it's usually around 6 o'clock, with the show time about 8 o'clock. I take a moment, I watch a little bit of YouTube, eat some dinner, just kind of relax a little bit, and then come here, do the last minute prep. So hoping that my computer hasn't quit on me like it has a couple of times, where I have to do scramble at the last minute. But it gives me a chance to kind of clear my mind and get in a headspace and kind of wind down from the work day and everything too. It's been nice working from home, because once my workday ends, boom, I'm immediately able to do this. Back when I was having to go into work, it was more of a rush. I would actually come back, I'd have to prepare, and I'd be preparing like right up and straight in. That's why it was 8 o'clock, is because that was the earliest I could possibly do it. But now I do have a little bit of time. I can actually take a breather. In a way, the drive home from work was kind of my breather on those days when I did have to go in. So yeah, very long answer to what you thought was a simple question. Yeah, but it's I don't know if this is what you were getting at, but if you want to do it, I say just do it. I mean, sure, I've got the fancy pole with the fancy camera and the fancy lights and the fancy microphone and all that stuff, but that's because I've been doing this for a while, and I've grown into this. I didn't start with it. You can do this with your iPhone and a couple of desk lamps. I'm buddies with Patriot Prime, and a lot of him and a lot of other people, they record on their iPhone. In fact, I know some people. I don't know if you guys know Kato from Kato's Collection. Not only does he record on his phone, he edits on his phone. So he does all the edits on his phone too. So I mean, you want to be a YouTuber. I mean, Kato's got I think he's closing in on like 4,000 or 6,000 subs. So he's doing really well. You just need a phone. If you're going to invest in anything, get lights or a microphone. If you let me tell you, like the wireless earbuds. I mean, whether you have an Android or or iPhone, if you got like wireless headphones, as long as they work with the phone, like you can actually speak into them, usually you'll be able to pick up audio for your camera. You know, like when you're recording something with your camera, if you have those in your ears, usually it'll pick up what you're saying, and that's usually that's a decent way of getting audio. So if you want to do it, just take your phone, and even if you don't upload right away, I mean, practice. Just make some videos. Think about what you might want to do and practice. You don't have to upload it. Just practice it and try the process out and see how it goes. Maybe you'll try it and you realize that, you know, I really don't want to do this. This is a lot of work, because it is. It's a lot of work. One of the things I like about streaming is you stream, it's live, you guys are watching it, and when you're done, you just hit stop. And especially on YouTube, they just they process it and it's good to go. You don't, you brush your hands and walk away. If you're recording something, well, you got to record it, and you probably are going to do a script, so there's going to be multiple takes. You're going to have to go and take this and then have an editing program, edit all together, and then upload it. And so, but even though you don't have to do all that afterwards on a stream, you're doing all that beforehand. You're making your thumbnail, you're writing your description, you're putting slides together if you do this, or at the very least you're taking screenshots and queuing them up in a program for from the email for the newsletter, or things like that. You're figuring out how to connect your phone to the computers that you can stream from. You got to have the cable. You might have to have an extra piece of software or something like that. So there's a lot of work goes into it. So maybe you go try it, and maybe you'll find out you don't like it. So that's why I say go try it first. And if you do like it, it gives you time to practice some of these skills or whatever, so that maybe you'll feel a little bit better about your first video. You know, so it's yeah, you just gotta try things. You know, some things that you try, you might think you really want to do, and you find out that nah, it seemed cool at the time, but now that I know what goes into it, maybe I'll think of something else to do. It happens, man. It happens. So I don't know if any of you guys out there are interested in doing that. If you are interested, I say go for it. Give it a shot. If it turns out not to work, if it doesn't work out for you, there's no shame in finding something else to do. So not everybody needs to be, we can't have everybody be a creator, a YouTuber on YouTube. Because if everybody's making videos, who's going to watch them? So, so yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. So what have you guys all been saying? Sorry, I've been on a roll. I do that sometimes. It's funny because a lot of people think you might think this is how I really am. I'm really talkative or whatever. No, I am very quiet. If anybody saw me at TFCon, or if you happen to be going to TFCon this year, as long as they still have it, I'm going. You're going to find I'm pretty quiet. If you see me on some of the streams with some of those other guys, like Patriot Primes and stuff like that, they're all sitting there talking. Rodimus Primal, Bert, and those guys can talk, and I'm usually just sitting back there smiling because I'm just a quiet guy. I mean, if I got something to say, I'll speak up, but I'm generally, I'm totally introverted. I definitely a quiet guy, and I'm definitely not going to be larger than life or whatever. I mean, if you come up and talk to me, I'll talk to you. I'm not like totally like I can't be that way or whatever. But I'm not nearly as talkative as I am on the streams. Why am I so talkative on the streams? Because I'm the only one talking. That's the easiest answer. But yeah, it is work for me though. I mean, some people talking all this much comes really easy to them. For me, it's work. It's work, and let me tell you, I find the energy. There's times where the stream comes, and there've been plenty of weeks where I'm sitting there, oh man, I don't want to stream today. I'm just so tired. I'm just not feeling well. I don't want to stream or whatever. It's like, man, but I owe it to these guys. I know they're coming and watching, and I know I'm going to feel better afterwards. It's going to be good for me. I'm going to feel better or whatever. So I push through it. and I get through, and I'm even sitting here while that stream is running, and you guys are counting down 1 minute, 2 minute, that's where I start, feeling better, seeing you guys chatting, getting excited. That helps get me excited, so that by the time that camera comes on, I'm like ready. I'm like, I'm ready to go, and we keep going. But man, when I tell you, when I shut that stream off, I was like, because I am tired, because this is work. For me, for somebody who generally doesn't do a lot of talking, it's work for me to keep going. But I'm always satisfied. I'm always, it's good. It's like if you go to a gym and you work out and you're sitting there and you're really pumping the iron, or you're really pushing yourself trying to get some work in or whatever, or like maybe you're grinding on a video game and you're sitting there and your thumbs are tired when you're done, and you're just like, that feeling of just like, where you're just like, you're tired but you're satisfied. That's how I feel at the end of the week. But man, I am tired. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And yeah, I said I was gonna go read your comments, and I went into another story, didn't I? Yeah, I see a lot of you guys saying I'm your favorite YouTuber. I really appreciate those comments, dude. I tell you, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird getting all that praise, because I don't do it for the praise. Same thing at work. When I get if I get an award at work, I'm just like, okay, great, thanks. I just did my job. It's kind of how I feel here. I mean, don't stop the praise. Keep it coming. It does feel good, but it's kind of weird. Yeah, let's see. Lord Monk saying there is a void for custom bot vids. Oh, you mean like the thing that Super VH did, like the combiner thing, or like or like like painting and stuff like that, because that's something I would love to do, but the only one that I ever did, and if you've been around for a while, you know what I'm talking about. It's that ratchet back over there that I did at the last TFCon. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm all excited. I've got a better idea how to do this. I'm going to start doing some more. I haven't put I can't say I haven't put a single drop of paint, because I did paint that. I did paint his cannon from orange, but I was just using like a silver paint marker. So, but beyond that and some Toy Hacks labels, I haven't done a single customization. But anyway, but yeah, there's not a lot of people that cover the custom vids, and if you look for like videos on how to do it, there's really not a lot how to do it too. Really, where I found some tips is like Gundam. Yeah, there's a bunch of Gundam videos on how to do stuff like that, so that translates pretty well to Transformers. Mr. Creeper says, Hoist, you're just about the most underrated YouTuber I've ever seen. Well, I appreciate that. Is that a new shirt? No, I've had this for a while. I've worn it a few times on the stream, but yeah, I got it a while back. I actually got a delivery today of something non-toy related stuff, and the guy saw it when I answered the door. The guy's like, "Hey, cool T-shirt." And I wear these shirts to Disney too, and there's people that see them that's like, "Oh, Optimus Prime," or or whatever. And there's been I forget what it was, but that was I can't remember if I was wearing Megatron or Optimus Prime, but somebody was like, "Oh, cool," and they called it the wrong name. I'm like, I just I'll say thank you, even though I'm not going to be the guy who's going to go correct him. It's like, no, excuse me, this is Optimus Prime, So, so let's see. Oh, it's funny if Fitz is saying he counting down his YouTubers at grind time. It's like I didn't make your mind up. that's very kind. So you got added on to the list. That's very nice. Incredible Dog. Can you tell when and where this year's TFCon is? It is, well, they usually do more than one, but the one I'm going to is in Baltimore. It is October 21st, I think, to 23rd. You can always go on tfcon.com anytime, and you know, that's where all the information is. That's where I go. But yeah, it's Baltimore, end of October. Yeah, I'm going to go there. I'm going to meet up with Patriot Prime, Bert the Stormtrooper, Rodimus Primal, Deluxe Baldwin, Kato's Collection. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good time. Those guys are... lot of fun. We're in a little chat, and it's... I don't talk... Again, as usual, I don't talk much, but it's fun watching those guys talk. I think I covered everybody. I know we got the. I know we've got at least Larkin's layers in that chat, but he can't make it. Lord Monk, hey, have you been to Buc-ee's? What is the deal with Buc-ee's? I've seen a lot of people do, you know, like, oh, I got a shirt, and somebody's even got it as their profile picture at work. I'm like, isn't it like a gas station? What's the deal? What is the deal with Buc-ee's? There's got to be some kind of deal that I'm just missing out. So the answer is no, I haven't been, because I'm asking what's the deal with it. Even Red Alert's coming in and says Buc-ee's is awesome. I don't even know where there's one near me. It's kind of fun. Is it? Yeah, exactly, Super VH. The only Buc-ee that I'm aware of is the Winter Soldier. Daytona? Okay, yeah, see, I don't ever get up to Daytona. As far as getting to TFCon this year, it's in Baltimore. I'm debating whether I'm going to drive. Yeah, I did the drive up there last year. This one's a little bit farther. Well, not last year. You know, the last time I went. This one's a little bit farther, and man, it was tough. I was like, man, I don't want to do this again. But I don't know. Part of me wants to go ahead and do it again. A, because I got a new car, and I think it'll be fun in the new car. And also B, that way I can avoid the airports and the airplanes with everything that's going on. And if I do that, maybe I'll have to stop in Daytona and figure out what the deal with this Buc-ee's thing is. So I've definitely heard of it, but I just never really looked into what the deal is. But best barbecue around. Okay, the only problem is it's only like an hour away, so it's gonna be early in my trip. Maybe I'll have to look up, see if there's any others along the route. So yeah. St. Augustine, that's not much farther. That's not much farther than Daytona. Oh, I didn't mean to time you out that long, Fitz. I was just joking. I'm sorry, man. I was just joking. I didn't mean to put you in. I didn't realize it was going to be 5 minutes, man. I'm sorry. About his continuing Hot Rod Killed Prime comments. That was my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought I was going to be able to choose the time. If I'm trying to undo it, but I can't. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it doesn't have an undo. My bad, dude. And I owe you your XP back too. That was only meant to be a joke, but I forgot to give it back to you. I owe you your XP back in the Discord too. Yeah, now it's Hoist killed Fitz. Yeah, I'm just wielding my ban hammer. You know, so instead of arguing back with the trolls, I'll just swing the ban hammer. So okay, well Fitz is replying in Discord. What's he got to say? He says, "Get over here." Oh yeah. I don't know what happened. Seriously, honestly, I don't know what happened. Oh man. With the swing of his mighty hammer, Fitz has fallen. Yeah, only 5 minutes. He'll be back. Yeah, I was starting to feel tired, and I was about ready to hop off because we're a little bit past the time I usually shoot for. But I can't leave yet. I can't wait. I can't leave until Fitz comes back. That was my bad, man. Let's see. Oh, Super VH, it was 100. I took 100 from him. I meant to give it back, but then we got distracted or whatever, and never got back to it. I was wanting to see what the fallout was, and then we got moved on to other things. What are the exclusives for the con? They haven't revealed those yet. They haven't said it yet. I have I did sign up for the customs class again because I thought that was fun. It was like an extra day at the con. It gives me an excuse to get there early so I can do the early registration and get in line for the exclusives on that Friday night. Because I don't get up early and I don't particularly like waiting in line. So if I had to wait until the Saturday morning to get up and to get in line to be one of the first ones in the dealer room to get the exclusives, I would never get the exclusives. So I got to get the ticket that allows me in Friday night if I want a chance at them. So that's what I did, and I also got the customs class, which gives me an excuse to get there early enough on Friday. And it was fun sitting there painting a figure with some other people in the room, or whatever. So. But yeah, they haven't announced the exclusives yet, so we'll find out. Thanks, Super VH. I appreciate it. I see it there. William Gomez, is there a what is that, Voltron update to Megazord Earth Wars? No, there's not. Totally different franchises. Morris Shaw is jumping in on the whole Bucky's thing. It's good to see you guys typing this out because now I know how it's actually spelled. 2 C's, 2 E's. It's a great place. It's a Texas company that's branching out. Don't be surprised if one opens in Florida. Apparently there's one in Daytona, which is about an hour north of here. I just don't ever go that way. Yeah, I can see. Apparently Red Alert's been there because he lives. Crazy thing is, he lives like one street over from one of the streets I grew up on. Like it's like you could walk to the house in like 3 minutes from the house that I grew up in. It's crazy. But when we lived in that house, the beach that we would go to often was Daytona, so I could see why he'd be going to Daytona or something. But where I live, I'm like a stone's throw away from a totally different beach. There's no reason for me to go up to Daytona. So that's why I haven't ever seen it. But yeah, I'm sure if it's already finding its way in here, just like a virus, it will probably spread to other parts of Florida. So, take it easy, Grind Time. Thanks for hanging out, man. So, okay, Fitz is back. We can go now. I'm sorry, dude. It was a joke. I did not mean to Did not mean to do it for 5 minutes. I really didn't mean to do it for 5 minutes. Now there's 2 in Florida. Alright. I'll have to look it up. Clearwater? Oh, that's on the totally other side of the totally other coast. That's like 3 hours away. Oh, yeah, I've been over there. It's some nice water over there. And I've done a vacation over there in Sanibel. Actually, you go the island north of it, Captiva. You got to go on to Sanibel to get to Captiva, though. I've done a vacation over there. Really nice place. Really nice clear water. They got a lot of shells on the beach and stuff like that. We'll probably end up going back over there for another vacation at some point. Yo, DJ Hart have a family in Port Orange. Okay, yeah, I know where Port Orange is. Right. Basically, like right before Daytona. Lived in Tampa and now in St. Augustine. I actually went to college in Tampa. I went to USF. I didn't live in there. I lived closer to Orlando and actually drove over there. But I did go to college. I graduated from USF. So I'm not super familiar with Tampa, but I know how to get over there, and I know where the college is, and Busch Gardens is over there. So, visited St. Augustine once. It was pretty cool. I'd like to go back again at some point. Went to a pirate museum over there. That was pretty neat. Didn't make it to the fort, though. So. Oh, good gracious. I think it's time to head out, folks. I really do appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been a great time. And, yeah. Gotta move Nemesis Prime. It's blocking my control panel. Have a good weekend, everybody. If you don't have Volcanicus or Predaking yet, I hope you get them. And, we'll see you all next week. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. See you next time.